happy Sunday. Well, first of all, thank you to everybody who joined me on my live on last night, Saturday night. Yeah, you're all very welcome, and it sort of makes my Saturday evenings into party day. Yeah. Well, today I have just come back from going to Cleveland's on my squeak battle row, my scooter in other words, if you've not been following me, and been to Iceland, not the place, the shop, just to get some stuff in. My family are away, as you know, which is hence why I'm here making videos, and they got some shopping in before I went, but I needed a few more bits and pieces, so I've been to Iceland and got some fish and stuff like that, yeah, and some new bread. Because even though there was loads of bread left, it was starting to get a bit, you know, I like fresh bread. I'm a weirdo like that, but I do like fresh bread. Well, I did do some crocheting last night while I was on the live. I'm crocheting what is known as a hexagon jacket, a campfire jacket, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I had 4 of these. I don't know if you can see them in the light, can you? Yeah. Not showing up too well. I had 4 of these anyway. So I decided I'd make myself a campfire jacket. Not that I haven't got many jackets already, but, you know, hey ho. Getting a bit fed up of making things for the craft fair that I probably won't sell. Anyway, it's a hexagon jacket, but how you fold it is like that's going to be the sleeve bit. This is the top of the shoulder bit. This is your body bit. So you carry on doing that until it's sort of like the right size for the sleeve, because I don't like massive big sleeves. And then I do a bit of jiggery pokery by just going down that end and that end, you know, to make it wide enough for me. So the pale pastel shade will finish up underneath my armpit, because as you know, I'm not really a pastel kind of girl. So anyway, that's what I've been doing, yeah. I've got me, well, I nearly had my coffee all over the window bottom then. I've got my coffee. I've had to draw the blinds, even though I hate these blinds. They look like dentist waiting rooms, don't they? But I needed to do that because the low sun was coming in and blocking whatever I'm going to show you. Oh, that is nice, yes. Well, I managed to get to Cleveland's and back. It started raining on my way back, so I was glad about the canopy, even though it squeaks. Anyway, what have I got today? Oh, today I think it's mostly bits and bobs. I won't bother showing you all of these, but they were, I've got quite a few of them in different colours. Little hand warmers that I made with ornaments. I mean, these are like my, what I call my lost leaders, if you've ever been in a supermarket. You know, the things that are priced very low to entice you in, so you don't notice that the rest of the stuff you're buying is dearer than everywhere else, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, this is my lost leaders, yeah. And my little fingerless gloves. And I've got quite a basket full. Hopefully they will sell. I did sell a few pair at the last craft fair I did. Probably one of the only things that did sell. Oh, this was, it was a wrap thing that I made. It was, what's she called, DIY Creations, Jeanette or Soraya. She made this and I decided I would try it with some ornaments. You like tie it round your head and it doesn't suit me. As I mentioned before, when I found the dreaded purple rosy wrap that Miguel insists I wear again. So funny, everybody laughed, yeah. I felt like a twit wearing it. It will not be seen again. It's in the bin. Anyway, what else have I got? Well, this bag seems to be mostly, I've got a big basket full of hats that I made while I was in the winter when I couldn't go out and it was awful and it was terrible. So these will be being sold at quite, you know, reduced prices. This one's the, oh, what did you call it? Oh, can't remember. Mama, Kayla, she makes a lot of them. I think Fibre Spider did a tutorial on it. I can't remember what on earth it's called. Anyway, it's very, very popular and about 1 million people have made them. So I joined the 1,000,001. This one was from a bought pattern that I bought. It's got bubbles all over it. This one's just a plain one that I thought may suit a gent, yeah. Not many of my hats are gentlemanly friendly, really. What was it called? I can't remember. See, I've got another one there. I'm sure somebody will remind me. If it comes to me, I'll put a link in the description box down below. I know I made a load of them. It's a lovely pattern to do. And it is meant to go sideways. It's not that I've done it wrong. It does have a slight bend to it. This one's one I did in just ribbing. I hope you can see. This light's not very good, is it? It's just front post, back post ribbing. Another other one with the bubbles. I'm hoping these will all sell at the craft fair, if nowhere else. This one I love the colours of. It's all purples. They're just basic beanies that I'll have in a box for very little money at my craft show. And that's another one that's front post, back post. The patterns for these are in the head, most of them. I think the one with the bubbles on was a pattern. And of course, obviously the one, I wish I could remember what it's called. I'm going to stop trying to remember it. I'll put a link in the pattern below. It was a free pattern buy. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. It wasn't designed by Fiber Spider, although he did do a lot. This one I love the colours of it. Sort of browns and purples and colours. Oh, that's better. You're seeing the colours better there. This one is got a turn back. It's shades of green with a turn back. Another one with the bubble. This one came out slightly strangely because one half of the rib turned out to be dark blue and the other half of the rib turned out to be pale blue. So I suppose really it's basically like having two hats. You can wear it one way one day and then you can turn it round and wear it the other way another day. This was a paid for pattern but I can't remember. Another one that might suit a guy because it's a bit on the bigger side. It's in greys. A blue one done in, front post, back post rib. Oh my goodness me, did I make a lot of hats. Another one in greens, front post, back post, again. And this one was like a double. It's really, really thick, this one, because it's front post and back post all the way around it. So it is a really thick, warm hat. I should make one of those for myself, actually. This one is got a little flower. I don't know if you can see it or not. Flower. That's done in the shades of blue. This must have been the other half of the ball of wool. It's got a little hanger upper tag on it, and it's got a little stripe of a contrasting colour. Oh, another one in those gorgeous colours. Another one. I must have liked doing this pattern. Yeah. If they don't sell, I shall cry because they are so cheap. That they are ridiculously cheap. Well, there's another of my hands. I've got two new heads, as you know, as well. Another pair of hands. And that's the basket that they all came out of, which I'll be taking to the craft show with me. Oh, some more. Oh no, this one is a set. This was actually made by, she's called Joyce. I think it's JJ's Pattern Designs or something. It's a very wide scarf stole that's got fringing on it that folds back on itself, and it comes with a matching pair of fingerless gloves, and I think it has a hat somewhere, does it? Or am I dreaming? Oh yes, it does have a hat. has a matching hat with it. But this is like a wide scarf. It's more like a cowl. Well, not a cowl. A stole. Stole. That's the word I'm looking for. It was a design by Joyce. She's called JJ's Crochet Design. What else have we got in here? Oh, that's the scarf that matches a hat, I think. More mittens. And another hat done in the same pattern. I must have liked that pattern. I think, oh, it's a 3-piece set, this one. It's got a hat, it's got a bit of tape stuck to it. It's a hat with a flower. It's got fingerless mittens and it's got a scarf that matches. And another hand. When people say give me a hand, I've got about 4 of them. I can give you 4 hands. Right, that was all that was in that bag. Now we come to the box. A box full. Hats and scarves. I must have gone mad last winter. Well, the winter just gone, not this winter. This again is a hat and scarf set. It's in a beautiful fluffy with a fringe and a pom-pom. Right, I put them in there for the moment. This one has a hat with one of my trademark flowers on it. And it has a scarf that matches, just a narrow scarf, so it could do for a child. With the trademark flowers on them, with the fringe. This one is in that gorgeous velvety yarn. I showed you I'd made a cowl in it in a different colour. It's such a lovely, lightweight, soft yarn. It's a scarf with the fringe, and it also has a matching hat with a pom-pom. Everybody loves a pom-pom, don't they? This one is a heavy one. This one's made out of really thick, chunky. It's in gorgeous pinks and purple colours with a fringe. It's a big wide scarf that would keep somebody really warm this winter with a matching hat that goes with it. I can't remember whether any of these actually made it to my Etsy shop, but I will find out when I come to look, won't I? This one's a shorter scarf. Again, it's done in chunky, done in a rib stitch so it'd be nice and warm. No fringe on that one. And a front post, back post hat with a little button as a trim. We're getting near the end of this actually now. This one is sort of green, olive green and grey or black or whatever you want to see it as. It's a long scarf, again with a fringe. And it has a hat. This time it's got a detail of a sort of a bow and a detail going around it. It's probably a bit slouchy that actually, or for someone with a lot of hair. We're getting to the last couple now. This one's a very, very chunky again. Grey, pale grey, very thick, very chunky, very warm. And that also has a very chunky hat to go with it. It's got, the brim is the matching stitch to the scarf. The scarf's got a sort of a twisted stitch to it, and so has the brim of the hat. And almost to the last, another set in pale grey. This has got a hat that's got a flower on it. It's done in sort of a shell pattern with a raised rib. And it also has a matching scarf, no fringe, but a matching scarf that goes with it. So if anybody's looking for Christmas presents, they should need to come to the craft fair. These are going to be really bargains. And the last one I've got to show you in this little box today is this one in like a lovely gold colour. It's actually a very, very silky yarn, this. And it's got a flower with a pearl in the centre. And it's got a scarf with fringe. So if anybody's looking for nice warm gifts, you know, and you live in Fleetwood, please come along, you know. Or if not, yeah, you can have a word with me and we will discuss prices, you know, if they don't make it to the Etsy shop. Once again, I will put the link underneath to the Etsy shop. I will put the link to this hat pattern, if I can find what it's called. I know that Fibre Spider's done a tutorial, but it wasn't his pattern. It belongs to another lady who has a free, I think it's a free pattern, on Ravelry. I have made loads of them and they are really, really pretty. Llama Mama Kayla made one in pink that she made for the breast cancer month last month. And she wore it all throughout her videos. So, yeah, I will do that. So that's sort of me for today. I was going to go into the shed, but I decided that the light wasn't probably good enough. I'm hoping you can see me today, actually, because the light's not that brilliant today. I have to go out when it's nice, don't I? When the light is bright and the light is the best, I go out, yeah. But never mind. People have asked me where I bought the buttons and the brooches, you know, for the cowls and that. eBay, sorry. Same with this necklace that I've got on today, which is a lovely necklace. eBay. I am the eBay queen. I scour every day. I look at the necklaces, the brooches, the buttons. I look at all things like that every day. Because you have to be there. You have to be in it to win it, don't you? If you're not there and you don't look, you won't find the bargains, yeah? Having said that, I did have another lot of necklaces that won't be sent to me. Whenever I win a bunch of necklaces for a very, very low price, maybe I'm just being suspicious, but it always seems a little bit funny that the person who's selling them always gets in touch saying, I'm having a family crisis, or I can't post them, or I'll refund you the money, or whatever. In other words, I haven't paid enough for them and they're not going to send them. Sometimes that makes me angry because I sold a lot of my wool off at, you know, at rock bottom prices. But just because people didn't pay what I would have liked for them, I didn't back out of the sale. I still sent them off, you know, even though I was privately thinking, blooming heck, they're getting a bargain here. Having said that, when I finished doing all of this and sorted it all back again, as I say, I was going to go in the shed today because I've got a rail absolutely crammed full, which is leaning like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, that I need to take everything off and find out why it's leaning. It probably needs screwing up somewhere along the line. And show you all of those. And I've still got, I think, 2 boxes that I haven't shown you that have got garments in, that you will see tomorrow. I think there's a bag with some things in as well. But there's definitely 2 boxes of garments that you haven't seen, plus all the ones that are in the shed. So no doubt I will be boring you yet again tomorrow. Although it's library day tomorrow, I do go to the knitting club on lunchtime on the Mondays. So I'm either going to have to try to get in the shed before I go, or the light may be bad when I come back. So the shed may not be done until Tuesday. Yeah. I have no idea how many days I've got left on my Oleo. Don't tell the family, but I'm really enjoying this, being on my Oleo. Before I have to tidy up and put everything back. But at least I've done a mental inventory. I've been putting more things on Etsy. Well, I've been doing a mental inventory of what I've actually got made. And looking at all the hats and everything I've got, I need not make anything else for the craft fair. My friend Sarah is making lots and lots and lots of Christmas ornaments. So if you are in the area, or if she doesn't sell them all, which I don't know why she won't, because she's got them priced really low, then hopefully I can show you what she's been making, and you know, they'll be for sale before Christmas. I haven't bothered making any Christmas ornaments. You know me, I can't do little twiddly things. Can't do amigurumis. But actually over here in the UK, it's all regulations. I know you can make things in America and they don't bother so much. But over here it's all regulations. You've got to have the right kind of stuffing that's past this, whatever it is. And then you've got to have the right kind of wool that's past this, whatever safety standards. You can't put these kind of eyes on things because the baby might suck them off. And oh, there's so many rules and regulations that it just isn't worth it. You know, you'd be getting into bother for selling something that's like, not safety conscious for a baby. So amigurumis, I don't go there at all with them. I don't, you know, I don't like making them anyway. So why am I saying I'm not going to make them because of safety standards? I'm not going to make them because I don't like making them. Everybody should make what they like making. I mean, personally, I don't like making blankets. I find them very soul destroying. But yet, so many people get loads of pleasure out of making a blanket. I would die of boredom. I absolutely would die of boredom. Backwards and forwards with the same flipping stitch. You know? That would drive me bonkers. Yeah? I'm a garment kind of person, which is sad because, of course, nobody's buying garments hardly ever these days. So, I don't know what I will be doing in the future when I've sold all my... when I've sold all the garments that I've already got made up. I don't know what I'll be doing in the future. I just find I'm just not in the mood for crocheting dozens of blankets for whatever charity. I'm just not in the mood. No doubt maybe I will find a different hobby. Although, you know, crocheting's in me blood. I've crocheted since I was 13. I don't know what I would do with my time and my fingers. I mean, my fingers go dead. I think I've told you I've got undiagnosed Raynaud's. And I have to do things to keep my fingers active. If I sit and read, the fingers go dead, yeah? I cannot sit and watch television because, to be quite frank, I cannot just sit goggling, looking at a film. It just, ugh. Never been brought up that way. I was brought up that you did something. You sewed, you knitted, you embroidered, you did something. You do not sit idle. You know, I find it very, very difficult to just sit anywhere. Even when I used to go for long, long hospital appointments, which, you know, with COVID and that, I haven't been anywhere. I should. But I am not one of those people who was running to the GP every time a little finger hurts, you know. Some people are always there. Every time I talk to them, oh, been in A&E, I've been in accident and emergency. Or urgent care I've been to, whatever it is. And I'm thinking, oh, for goodness sake. Go when you are really have something wrong. Don't clutter up the waiting room with something trivial that your chemist could sort out for you. I'm the opposite. I have to be sort of half dead before I will go. Yeah. I had my flu jab on Friday. Absolutely no side effects whatsoever. I never do. I'm very, very lucky that way. I've turned down the COVID, the fourth COVID. I've turned it down, even though the woman at the chemist was trying her hardest to persuade me to go. Oh, you've got to go. You've got to do that. I just don't want one. After having the cough from hell for the last 5 months, it's just, touch wood, just going, even though I can still cough. It ruined my life. It did honestly ruin my life. It ruined my holidays. It ruined everywhere I went. Everyone was patting me on the back, giving me water, asking me if I was okay because I was coughing, choking. I couldn't go out in public and eat because I was choking. So, is it any wonder I'm not rushing to have my fourth COVID jab? I mean, if you've had them all fair and you're okay with them, then fair enough. I think it should be a personal choice. I don't think I should be bombarded every 5 minutes. Oh, you're over the 70, you should be having your COVID. Oh, what if you get COVID? You might be very, very poorly. Yes, I've had COVID and I was very, very poorly. I lost 3 weeks of my life. I lost a load of weight, which I'm not grumbling about. That was one side effect of COVID that I liked, because I've kept it off. Can't lose any more, but hey ho. I am losing it slowly. When I say I can't lose any more, that's a lie. I am slowly losing it, but a pound here and a pound there, you know. But to be fair, I'm not dieting. The word diet is die with a T, you know. I just cannot do it. There's something inside of me that says, I'm on a diet, I can't eat this, I can't eat that. Oh, what am I going to do? I want it, I need it now. That's the mentality that I have. If you say to me, you can eat whatever you want, Janet, you can eat whatever you want. I will pick and choose, and I will eat sensible. Because somebody's told me I can eat what I want, yeah. But if somebody said, but you can't eat that, but you're not supposed to have that, I want it all the more. I don't know whether it's an addictive personality or whatever you want to call it. Thank goodness I never went into drugs. Never felt the slightest compulsion to take anything that's illegal, if you know what I mean. I used to go out with a load of friends and they had West Indian friends, so I therefore had got West Indian friends, and they used to smoke weed all the time. Rastafarians, you know, all the time. I never smoked it. But I used to go home with a sort of a buzzy head thinking, oh my goodness me. I felt like I'd been smoking it because I must have been inhaling the fumes. But I have never felt the urge, no. If it was legalised, I think I would. Not smoke it, but take it. Because, you know, we don't want to go into it because I hate whiny videos, yeah. Hate them when people are going, oh, I'm not feeling very well today. Oh, I've got a headache today. I hate those videos. I turn them off. It would help with my spine, and my knees, and my whatever problems. So, yes, I think I would take medicinal marijuana if it was legal. But I am not about to go on a street corner looking for a guy selling, because you never know what the earth you would be buying anyway. Anyway, I'm going to finish my lovely coffee in my mug. I had the whole set. I don't think I have it anymore. I think a lot of them got broken. It was from Marks and Spencer's, which is a big shop in the UK. Maybe you have them abroad, I don't know. But I bought them. I think it was called Autumn Leaves or something. And I bought the whole, more or less the whole dinner set, because there was a shop selling, you could buy like 2 cups, 2 beakers, 2 plates. That's the way I buy my dinner services. I have never had the money to go out and buy a dinner service or a tea service. I have to buy them like two mugs at a time, you know. Yeah. I mean, Marks and Spencer's were selling them, and then I found this little shop that was selling them. I think, actually, truthfully, they are slight seconds, but I've never found any faults with them. But Marks and Sparks are very, very fussy. So if there was a slight nick on one of the flowers, they wouldn't accept them, you know what I mean? So I think these are slightly seconds, but then, who am I? Second-hand rose. Everything I have is usually second-hand. Second-hand jewellery, you know. Oh, there's my little beeper telling me that I should leave you now. So, bye for now. Thank you very much for your company, and I will see you probably tomorrow. Bye for now.